In this video, I'm reviewing the Icon collection by DSquared. If you're new here, my name is Sarah and I am a perfume reviewer. Please do subscribe to this channel and join the All the Perfume community. If you're not new, welcome back, and thank you as ever for all of your watching my videos, your likes and also your comments. Firstly, thank you so much to DSquared and to Aspects Beauty for sending me these perfumes to try. They were launched towards the end of 2024. DSquared do already have lots of perfumes available, and with this latest release, Icon, it shares the name of one of its clothing lines. The campaign for this launch was a really simple, striking monochrome with the tagline, "The new fragrances for boys and girls." And these bottles are simple but really effective. Monochrome again, and if it wasn't for close inspection, I wouldn't be able to tell which was Pour Femme and which was Pour Homme. I mean, with brands in the past, it is often the black that is for the men's fragrance and the white for the women's. I'm not sure why that is. That is just from the experiences that I've had and seen. But you've got here your simple bottle, Icon on the front. It says every kind of icon on the back, and it is exactly the same for the men's bottle, but in reverse, the black and the white being opposite. And it is, when you look at the bottom, it says Eau de Parfum Pour Femme, and then the same with the men's fragrance. It's on the bottom that it says Pour Homme. Now, I enjoy the bottles. I think they're good to travel with, and I personally really enjoy a his and hers vibe with a perfume launch. I like the idea that my husband and I could gift these for each other for an occasion. Great excuse for Valentine's Day or for Christmas. I think that these perfumes are simple but work really well as a set. That is how I like to see them. I think they're best when they're together. I will start with Pour Femme, and I have worn this perfume for a couple of full days. You've got a citrus opening in this scent with lemon and mandarin, and there's also pink pepper and blackcurrant. Then in the middle of the scent, you've got two kinds of jasmine, Egyptian and Indian. There's a salty accord, there's white praline, then in the base, sandalwood, ashwood, vanilla and musk. And I really enjoyed wearing this earlier in the week. It is zesty in the opening and energising, as the brand say it should be. And the very first sniff is fruits abroad. That's how it smells to me. It takes me to being on holiday. So that is a really nice opening of the fragrance. But that is really quickly followed by an enjoyable blackcurrant note, which makes this feel very sweet and very feminine. And it takes me back to nights out in the noughties, a kind of 2007 vibe, often a year I go back to with fragrances because there were so many launches then. And then it is musky, and the vanilla really comes through as well. I couldn't help but be reminded of Christina Aguilera's original first perfume. They share the blackcurrant, the jasmine and the musk, and that is absolutely a perfume that I wore for going out. So this was what I was initially reminded of with Icon. I found that the vanilla and the musk smelled really good on the skin, and I did love that I could smell this on myself during the day. It was smelling good. As is often the case though, I knew that this was reminding me of something else as well, and it was Cosmic by Kylie Jenner. I realised, a perfume which was new in 2023 that I've also reviewed, but that I didn't personally love. That is a jasmine heavy scent that would make a good signature. It just wasn't particularly to my personal taste. Now, of course, with Icon, you've got the jasmine as well. Cosmic had blood orange. This one has its citrus notes in the top. So there are similarities for sure. But what I find really strange is I know they're so similar, but I just prefer Icon for its blackcurrant and the sweetness. I know I will reach for this one again. Whereas with Cosmic, once I'd reviewed it, I was kind of finished with it personally. So that's how this smells. Quite similar, more citrus as well in the opening of this one. And if you haven't yet smelled Cosmic, maybe you remember Killer Queen by Katy because lots of people felt that those two fragrances were similar. So that muskiness is another way into this fragrance. I think this is very feminine. I think it would make a really good signature perfume, absolutely. So I'm really impressed with DSquared. If you enjoy a black DSquared's icon, you will enjoy this if you like blackcurrant and musky vanilla scents. Let's test Pour Homme. And in the top of this perfume, you've got citrus and ginger notes. In the middle, clary sage, lavender and geranium. And in the middle, Aguilera wood, cedarwood and patchouli. And I think it's important to say that when both myself and my husband Sam smelt this, at first we just liked it and thought it was nicely done. And when you first smell it, it is a lot of citrus, but that works really well with the ginger. I get such an 80s nostalgia from this perfume, and I've realised that that is the lavender note coming through quite strongly. Now for Sam, he says that when he smells this, it is the citrus and the patchouli notes he gets the most of, but for me the lavender makes it feel a little bit old-fashioned. It is smelling, I mean, it feels weird to be 40 and calling the 80s old-fashioned, but yeah, it feels like a scent that could have been released then, or maybe like a Lynx or something. Now, on that note, we were wondering what it was really similar to, or rather I was wondering, because I knew that this was so like something we tried recently. Then I realised it is so like Heir by Paris Hilton. Now, I reviewed all of the men's scents by Paris Hilton last year, and sadly it was Heir that we liked the least and wouldn't recommend for buying. And with Icon, it shares the lavender and patchouli notes. Sam said of Icon that he does really enjoy it, and it kind of reminds him, he said, of a leisure centre, but in a good way. Whereas I kind of take that to it smells a little bit like a Lynx, quite cheap, generic smell, a little bit like Heir made us feel. But Sam says that he would absolutely wear this, a really good outdoors day summer scent. So they are our perspectives on this. I think to smell this is to smell something you smelled before. If you enjoy lavender, you will enjoy it in this perfume. The woody notes do come through more in the base, but what you're smelling as you spray lots of it is certainly citrus and lavender notes. So that's what we think of this one. I prefer the women's scent. Of course, that is the one I'll be wearing, but for Sam, he's happy. I would just say to you that test the men's one before buying. I think it's more important to test that one. It's less of a safe blind buy for sure. Now we come to, are they worth it? Is the Icon by DSquared launch of perfumes worth it? I wanted to show you the boxes actually as part of this portion of the video, and they are again really simple. They are the monochrome and the details reflect the fragrances. And that leads me into, I love these as a pair. That's how I would want to buy these perfumes if I happen to be buying his and hers for my husband and myself, which would work really well because he is so happy with this scent and I'm so happy with this one. Or if it was close family members and I was comfortable enough to buy a his and hers present, maybe a wedding gift would be really cute actually with these two perfumes. I like them together. I would say that with my own money, individually, it is the Perfume that I would buy. Of the two, it is the more pleasing personally, but it is also the more original fragrance as well. It smells like the ones I mentioned, but it isn't smelling like a whole lot of other perfumes that I know about. It feels like a really good, well done, potential signature scent profile. So I'm really happy with Perfume, and I would recommend it as a singular buy. I was really happy about the prices actually for these, considering we are talking designer brand. You can buy on All Beauty the 30ml bottles for £34.95 each. So that is amazing. So I would definitely buy Perfume with my own money and I would recommend it. I think it's worth it, but I wouldn't recommend buying Pour Homme on its own, but just as a set, they make a really cute gift. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed hearing about these Icon perfumes by DSquared. Please let me know if you've tried them yet or if they appeal to you. Have you tried any of the other perfumes I've mentioned as well? I'd love to know, so I am here for your comments and also your questions, of course. Please do give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do go and find me over on Instagram as well, on TikTok and my blog. Thank you again, and also to Aspects Beauty and to DSquared for sending me these perfumes. I will see you in my next video.